Quote, "I've always felt like to be a successful team, you have to have a few bad citizens on the team," end quote. Those comments made by former Notre Dame All-America running back Alan Pinkett and current Irish broadcaster Alan Pinkett. And when Pinkett was given the opportunity to rescind those comments, he said, quote, "I absolutely meant that." Well, a 4-game suspension kind of urged Pinkett into a written apology, also aimed at The Ohio State University, because Pinkett had said while making these comments, "Ohio State always wins because they always field a few criminals." What is going on in college football this week? Pinkett makes those comments prior to the Notre Dame opener against Navy. Then you've got Missouri defensive tackle Sheldon Richardson commenting about the SEC not being able to touch Missouri. And then, of course, there's Twittergate with all those tweets by Michigan State trashing Denard Robinson. Well, back to more suspensions in this preview with Purdue taking on Notre Dame, both teams at 1-0. Former Notre Dame starting quarterback Tommy Rees is back from suspension but does not reclaim his job. That stays with Everett Golson, who completed 12 of 18 for a $144 and 1 touchdown, 1 pick against Navy. And on Purdue's side at quarterback, they get back Caleb Turbush, suspended for violating team policy in week 1. And Robert Marv stepped up in his place, completing 30 of 38 passes for 295 yards and 3 touchdowns. But Turbush still gets his job back. This battle has been going on now for 3 seasons in West Lafayette. Turbush and Marv. Boilermaker fans battle that out, and so does Danny Hope in his mind. Marv is the more talented player, but Turbush seems to make less mistakes. He gets the start against Notre Dame, but of course, Marv will be waiting in the wings. Notre Dame, 14.5-point favorite in this one. Purdue, the sleeper pick amongst the media and fans in the Big Ten this season in that division, with Wisconsin as the favorite. Notre Dame seems to have a big edge up front, both offensively and defensively. The Irish are very strong at the point of attack, and they ran the ball well against the Navy. Without Sierra Wood, their top running back, also serving a 2-game suspension, so he will sit against Purdue. You've got Theo Riddick with 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. George Atkinson ran for 99 and 2 touchdowns against Navy. But Notre Dame, despite the edge, offensive line, defensive line, trench play against Purdue, very thin in the secondary. So you've got O.J. Ross, Gabe Bush, and Tavian Edison looking to take advantage for Purdue. Of course, Navy didn't have the resources of the personnel at the wideout position to take advantage of the thin Notre Dame secondary, but Purdue certainly could. This should be a very interesting game at South Bend. We will have a pick along with the rest of the top 25 picks straight up and against the spread coming up tomorrow on Mark Rogers TV. Meanwhile, talk to us about Purdue and Notre Dame on Mark Rogers TV.